Good morning guys, how are you? It is me, Emma, at Body Blitz Fitness. I hope you are all good. It is Thrilling Thursday. I just realised it's Throwback Thursday, isn't it? So I better do a nice montage of pictures today. Are you all good? I'm sorry I've missed you for a couple of days. Had a bit of trauma going on at home, so with my poor little doggies, so I didn't want to go live really. So hopefully I'm back today and I won't cry and let's get talking. Are you all good? So I'm going to grab my hoop, do the hoop and chat with you. If this is your first time watching me, I said I'm Emma, I'm Body Blitz Fitness. I do a hoop while I'm chatting away to you because this, standing here staring into the phone, I find it really, really hard to do. Whereas if I'm hooping, I find it a lot easier to get in my flow and just chat away to you. All right, if you have got a power hoop, grab it now, great, let's do it. If you haven't got a hoop, you can either sit there drinking your water and listen to me rambling on, or I've got a couple of options for you. You could sit up nice and tall on the edge of your sofa or your seat or wherever you are. Zip it up, sit tall, relax your shoulders and do a gentle Russian twist movement like this, keeping your hips dead still. That'll work your waist. Option 2, if you want to get a bit more daily movement in, stand up, do zip up, lean forward slightly so my core is engaged and just do a little pummel on the spot. You can keep your feet in contact with the floor. It's low impact, but it's really good because it gets your tummy woken up and it gets your arms and legs moving and it helps build your daily steps. So that's a really simple way of doing it. But anyway, should we do it? Yeah? So here's my hoop. Lots of you asked me about these. I'm using a Power Hoop Deluxe. And you can see it's got like these wavy shapes. So as they go around, they like compress and they kind of massage on your abdominals. There's lots of weighted hoops out there. The only reason I recommend this one is because I've been using it for so many years. And then a few months ago, I got us a discount code. It's only 10%, but it all adds up. So if you ever want to have the discount code for that, tell me. Right, I step into my hoop. I hold my hoop, look, exactly halfway round. I place my hoop on my low back. I take my right leg forward. I turn my hoop to the left, but keep my hoop in contact with my body. So look, it's in contact. So those of you who are having trouble with your launch, this is key. So on my low back, turn it, it's still in line with my waist. My core muscles are contracting now. So the minute I launch this hoop, I start moving my hips forward and back, watch. Launch. So it's quite a good throw that hoop, and then I start moving, so the momentum and the weight keeps that hoop moving. If you're having trouble keeping your hoop up, which is very common by the way, just keep practicing that launch and I promise it'll get better. Yeah, it's one of those things, it's just practice makes perfect. I could not hoop at all at first, I was absolutely terrible. This hoop spent more time on the floor than in the air, it really did. But it's just practice, honestly, I promise, and getting this launch right is essential. Sometimes it helps, if it starts going wonky, if you put the other leg in front, sometimes that helps balance it out. But all I can promise you is practice will make practice will make perfect. I can't even talk this morning. If you don't know what to do with your arms, just cross your arms and place your hands up on your shoulders. And if you look, I'm just gently rocking forward and back. I'm not wiggling side to side, you know, like a fish flapping around out of water. It's quite a gentle movement. So anyway, so this is the hoop. Also, newbies, when you're hooping, please don't do it against bare skin. You know, you see lots of people hooping in like crop tops and stuff. Don't do it, it just makes you even more sore. And it can make your skin feel quite itchy because obviously you're stimulating the blood flow around and the blood flow comes to the top of the skin, and if you start scratching, you're going to really feel sore. So always have some layers on. Newbies even layer up, put more layers on, not even just one. It will help. What else? Only hoop for about 2 minutes each side every other day when you first start. Once you've got the hang of this and you're broken in, you don't get sore from your hoop as much as you like, as long as you like. Contraindications, the only time you wouldn't hoop. If you're pregnant, kind of obvious, don't hoop. And secondly, if you have got a specific back problem, yeah, from anywhere, from the bra strap down, do not hoop. Just because that's just safest to say to you, don't do it. If you've got a non-specific back problem, you've just got like a general achy lower back or something like that, that's fine, this actually helps. But if you've got a specific back problem, you know, degenerative discs or anything like that, I don't want you to hoop, just to be on the safe side, just don't do it, all right? When I'm hooping, I've got my zippy area done up, so imagine that I've got a tight pair of freshly washed jeans on and I zip them up, and that's how I engage my core without bearing down on my pelvic floor, which we really don't need to do. All right, so always zipping up. Also, if I look like a nutter, I've got a phone here I'm doing on Instagram and the phone there above it, and I'm on Facebook. So if you see me looking up and down, that's why, just in case. But hopefully it doesn't look too nuts. I never watch them back to see. I only go back in and check your comments. Right, so we've been hooping. I'm going to go for 4 minutes each side. But if you're new, remember, to be fair, most of the time your hoop will probably be on the floor. But don't go more than 2 minutes each side when you're a newbie. Oh, also, I feel like I might burp, I really hope I don't. Whenever I'm hooping, not only is this fabulous for my core muscles and helps reduce your waist to hip ratio, for me, it really massages out my digestive system. So if I'm a bit sort of bloated, a bit gassy, a bit uncomfortable, like that, it gets it out, it's great. So just be warned, if that's you, you know, you might pass wind or you might burp. Right, that's 4 minutes. Now look, I catch the hoop, so I'm used to it. What you can do is put your legs together, let it drop. Don't try and catch it on your legs because you'll bruise yourself. You must hoop both sides. Turn your hoop. I say this all the time because new people are watching me all the time. I like to keep going over the hoop. So if you've heard that 1,000 times, I'm sorry, but it's more important that you're all nice and safe. Anyway, so as I said, it's Thrilling Thursday, Throwback Thursday. I taught a class this morning and oh my God, this is why I look like this instead. I was absolutely soaked from head to toe and without even doing very much, I have to say this morning. The class I taught, I love it, it's a HIT class and it's called Lunacy. I give loads of options, all my classes, if ever you train with me, I give options so a complete beginner could do it or even right up to an advanced person will still get a good workout. I've always taught like that through my entire life. Always give options because I want all my classes to be inclusive. So if you ever do train with me, whatever it is, I've got you. So don't worry. But this morning, my God, I was literally, I swear to God, I feel like I'm coated. Does anyone remember the Ready Brek adverts? Do you remember the Ready Brek adverts? Where you used to send the kids out to school and they had a glow, the Ready Brek glow around them. I feel like I've got that bit of sweat all over me from head to toe. It reminded me of when I was having really bad hot flashes with the perimenopause. But I'm postmenopausal now, so it's not that. But yeah, it reminded me of that and I thought, God, I remember how awful that was. So I thought I would talk to you guys this morning about that. So when we're talking about perimenopause and menopause, and when I do lots of things and I go, oh, 35 plus women, start doing this. I know people go, well, that's a wide spectrum of women, Emma. I'll tell you why. So the average age of menopause, well, it's kind of different. I think now they're kind of saying it's around about 52-ish, but it can be 46. So then you think lots of people can have perimenopausal symptoms for about 10 years. So if you take that right back, you're thinking about sort of 36-year-old women that could be going through perimenopausal symptoms. Yeah, not saying you're going through the menopause yet, but you could be, and you don't realise you are. Mine started at 34 years old, 10 years, pure hell. Literally, I think probably, actually no, I can think of one I didn't have. I was going to say I had just about every possible poxy symptom that you can get, but I didn't get tinnitus. It's the only thing I didn't get. So if you are watching this and you're talking and you want to talk to me about any of that, put it in the comments some of the symptoms that you might have experienced or are experiencing, or you're having and you're not sure if it's perimenopause or not. Put it in the comments and tell me, and I'll tell you if I've had them or if it could be. I'll talk to you about it because I swear to God, literally from top to toe, the amount of nightmare symptoms I had is just not even funny. It was awful, absolutely awful. And the worst bit was, you'd keep going back to the doctors because you'd be so worried, you'd be thinking, oh my God, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? And they did so many other investigations other than just simply checking my hormone levels or actually saying to me, you could be. In fact, they always kept saying, oh no, you're too young, you're too young, you're too young, which was really actually annoying because I think that more money through the NHS was spent on other things that I've had done or other medications I've tried to put me on, where it was as simple as sorting out my hormones, literally that simple. So that's quite interesting, I think. Women's health, there's much more about it now, obviously you've all seen in the media, lots of people are talking about menopause more, because I don't know about you, but I used to feel like, oh my God, if I'm perimenopause or menopausal, I've turned into a dried up old prune, that is it. And I know that's a horrible thing, but that was my mindset, and I wonder if there's a lot of you think like that. You know, it wasn't that long ago, I thought that people over 40 were old. I'm now standing at 52 thinking, old? I'm not old? So, you know, I'm just saying it's interesting how our thoughts are ingrained in ourselves. So yeah, there's a lot more talking about it now, but it still doesn't seem that our care as women is very good. It's still not. Like, you know, most doctors' surgeries have a menopause specialist or a doctor that supposedly specialises in that. But, you know, I didn't get a lot of help, let's put it that way. And my lady doctor, she's lovely, but she's probably so overwhelmed with doing everything else. How does she know it all? They don't. So I think when you get somebody like, for example, like me, don't get me wrong, I'm not a doctor, but I now specialise in women's health and fitness. That's my speciality, and the reason I've done it is because there was so much going on with me and there wasn't enough help. You know, and I felt horrendous. There was points where I thought I was going to have to give up my job. You know, I didn't think I was going to be able to be an instructor anymore because just opening my bedroom door across my fairly thick carpet, the bone pain, you know, I was like, oh my God, you know, I'm not going to be able to teach. And then the anxiety I was feeling, the mood swings, I was like, oh my God, I just can't, I'm not going to be able to do it anymore. So what I've done is I've turned that around, and my experience in being a health, you know, a fitness instructor, a personal trainer, I now just specialise in women's health and fitness. I still train men as well, I still do basic classes as well, but my speciality, so I run courses, I do MenoFit, I do Fit and 15, nutrition and lifestyle, I do lots of things like that, and all my general classes I make suitable so that we're training smarter and not harder. I mean, I don't know about how many of you, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but most women, especially when they do, it seems to be like 35 sort of level age, start going running and start eating less food. And I know that's a very broad term, I'm not chucking us all in the same basket, but a majority of people do that. I did it. I was out there every morning at like 5 o'clock in the morning going running before going to work. Don't get me wrong, for my bone density and for my cardiovascular fitness, that was fantastic. But why was I doing it? If I'm honest, I was doing it for body weight and body fat control, and because I wanted to look fitter. You know, I really did. What happened? I didn't change an inch, I didn't go down a pound, you know, nothing. And for me, all that impact of running probably wasn't very helpful on my pelvic floor, if I'm truthful. So now what I encourage people to do, unless they are a specific, they're running to do a race or the training for the marathon, I encourage ladies to step away from that and go out and have a really, really good brisk walk, because there's less impact, but you still get all the positive benefits of the walking. You know, you can have a really good brisk walk. I teach Walk Fit, and I do it as a silent disco, and I'm teaching outside, and my God, I love it. Anyone can do it. I teach it to any level, but obviously if you're a bit fit, you really go for it, you step out a bit more, you stretch your arms out a bit more, and honestly, it's great. And I'm like, that's just from walking? What the hell? So, you know, there's loads of ways we can do it. We still need to do cardio fitness, but I would say be sensible about it and don't prioritise cardio over strength work. So if you are a woman watching me now, the biggest thing you can take away from listening to me today is start strength training, start doing body weight exercise, start doing resistance work, start using weights. I wish that I had sooner. You know, considering I've been like a PT, a class instructor for a long time, I didn't start using weights properly until the last 12 years or so. I mean, I used them, but not religiously and not like I do now. So yeah, you know, and I am actually fitter and leaner than I ever was when I was younger. So, you know, it just goes to show I used to be a right cardio bunny. I mean, at my absolute most, when I was teaching, I used to teach 25 classes a week, and I'd say nearly every single one of those was cardio based. You know, it was just nuts. I was also wearing crop shorts, cycling shorts with thong knickers over the top of them, scrunch socks and crop tops, but you know, that's another story for another day. But anyway, I'm going to stop rabbiting on now, because obviously by now, if you're still with me, I'm well impressed you're still with me. I really, really am. I can just see a comment there, you wish you'd exercise stopped because of shoulder injury. Right, so when you stop exercising, don't panic. I know motivation's hard, I know, honestly. Don't think I find it easy just because it's my job. Luckily enough, if I don't work, I don't have money, so I've got to show up. But even even me who does it for a living, I have days where I'm not motivated, or life gets in the way, or you're stressed, or you're tired, or like the last couple of days, I had really awful emotional sort of trauma and distress. You know, and you don't want to do anything, you just want to. But it's the worst thing you can do. Start small. if you want to know where to start, maybe join me. Just do the free daily challenge if you want. You know, just make a step today. Just do something, or make sure you go out for a walk. Every single one of us would benefit from going out for a walk in sunlight, in daylight, every single day. You know, even if it's only 15 minutes, maybe set yourself that and maybe join me for the 1 minute daily challenge, you know, and then build on that. Don't throw yourself in. Over the years when I've been teaching, the people that succeed are the people that are consistent, and they build up gradually and they just keep going. The people who throw themselves in there, like with me, they're like commenting on everything I ever do. They're at every single class, you know, they sign up for everything, they're posting, they're answering every question. They burn out. They don't keep doing it. And they're your yo-yo dieters and your yo-yo exercisers. But we want to be more slow and steady. We want to be consistent. And I promise you, that's what gets results. You know, I get people saying to me, Emma, let's see your before and after transformations. And I'm like, nah, because I haven't got one, because I've been consistent. I'm not perfect, but I'm consistent, and that's the key. But anyway, listen, I'm going to stop talking now. Please do talk to me. Stick it in the comments. I always go back and check your comments, and I'll answer any questions if you've answered me. And I would love you to join me. Like I said, it could be the free daily challenge. You could join the subscribers. That's like £3.49 a month, and I coach you every day. You might want to do Fitness for a Fiver and come and do a class. You might want to sign up to MenoFit, the Fit 15 membership. That's amazing. You know, it's 360 degrees. It's exercise. By the way, it's only 15-minute exercises, and I put those up 5 times a week, 5 days of the week. And I do coaching on mindset as well as nutrition and everything else. And chill out yourself a big bag. You all right, princess? Oh dear. Come on, girl. If I go towards her, she'll run away. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now, but if you want any more information about anything, just put it in the comments and I'll get back to you. But thanks for watching. Bye, Instacrew. Let's see if I can turn this off. And my lovely Facebookers, I'm going to go back and read your messages, but I know that the battery's low on this phone, so I think it might cut out the speech in a minute, so I'll go back. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.